Okay, just a couple on history. Well, maybe about 6 or 7 on history. These first two are together. There's Volume 2. Volume 1. Atlas of World History. I thought this was fantastic. This entire book is a collection of world maps from different historical periods. That's perfect because right now I'm just about finished Samaria. I started with prehistory, and not even antiquity, before antiquity. Prehistory into the first civilizations, Egypt and Samaria in the Middle East. And I'm just about finished Samaria. And so let me show you a little bit here. It shows a map of some of the first, actually it shows a map here of where they found different things in history, like hand axe industry, where they found different tools and stuff, flake tool, or the orange, and caves are the little humps. The brown things are the hand axe industries. I just think that's kind of neat where they found different things. And then up here is sites of human remains that they've found. So perhaps pockets of civilization, or not quite civilization, but... So I thought that was pretty awesome to have alongside reading on history. So here's some more stuff. Different kinds of pottery and where they were located and where they were found, I guess. I just think that this is a fantastic find for what I'm doing right now. So that's Volume 1. So that's up to the French Revolution. And then Volume 2, French Revolution to the present. Let me just see, what is the present? What do they consider the present? This was published in 66, 88, reprinted. So it's probably 66. Well, let's see. They got World War I, post-war period. Second World War. Let's see what they have for Second World War. Post-war. Second World War. Here, I'll show you a map from Second World War. So this kind of stuff. I actually have another book, too, that shows... is it just World War II or is it battles? I've got a book also, I think it was just World War II, that also has like strategic maps. You may also have seen my recent, I think it was, where are we at here? Oh no, did I say May? This is June. This is books for early June. I'll have to fix that. In the books for May, I showed Rise and Fall of the Third Reich. There's some pretty neat maps in there, strategy maps. Anyways, that's great. That's great for having alongside when you're reading history. Okay, here's the Ottoman centuries, the rise and fall of the Turkish Empire. Very interested in the Ottomans because they're very much like the Persian Empire. Also, I play a game called Europa Universalis 3 on and off, and the Ottomans are a substantial, maybe not substantial power, but they certainly are the best that the Middle East area has had in recent times. They're into the Persian Empire, and certainly the Persian Empire at its day had more power than the Ottomans ever did. But it's still interesting, as well as the roots of Turkish culture in the Ottomans. So I'm glad to have a book on the Ottomans, so that's great. Here's another explorer book. I'm very interested in explorers. Colonization, a classic DOS game, all about exploring the New World. This one is particularly about Magellan. So I believe he went around South America. But anyways, that's great. Look at the title, Over the Edge of the World. Can you imagine living in the 15th century and being a sailor? And a common superstition at the time was that if you went out too far into the ocean, you would eventually lose control of your ship and you would fall off the earth. Can you imagine actually believing that in those times? Can you imagine living in an era where the globe was not discovered? They did not know all of the areas, and that's where you get all that sea monster stuff on old maps. There was literally places in the world where they had no idea what was there, and they were afraid. They didn't know what they would find, either sea monsters or an edge, and they would fall off and die. So, wow, that's amazing. So, explorers going to be one of the most bravest people in the world to venture out into who knows what. So, very interested in explorers. Here's 6 Armies in Normandy. So this is another book on World War II. John Keegan is probably the only reason I picked it up. John Keegan is supposed to be a good author, war historian, much like Victor David Hansen. I also have Keegan's Iraq War. And here's Knowledge, Discovery, and Imagination in Early Modern Europe, the Rise of Aesthetic Rationalism. What the hell is that? This is by Thomas Reiss. So the book is 1997. I found it. It also says that it's about the changing from an oral culture to a print culture, and also into a spatial way of thinking. So, I don't know. Interesting. I'll have to look at that. It looks like more of an academic history. Here is Blood, Tears, and Folly, an objective look at World War II. I don't know why he says objective look. I don't know why he says that. Other people are not objective. By Len Deighton. This was printed in 1994. So I just looked at the back. It seems like there's a few disputes here. Like there's one reviewer who says he takes a balanced view on World War II. So there must be controversies with bias in World War II history. He also talks about German tactics that worked or did not work, and I get the sense that maybe more contemporary historians are just saying that the Germans did stupid things or something. I don't know. Also, one thing I thought was interesting is he mentions here that the book takes a fascinating look at the Japanese military mentality. Strange. It's weird why Japan entered World War II. Did Germany pay Japan off to keep the Americans busy or something? Why the hell would the island of Japan think they could take on the United States? Insane. Although just as insane, Japan apparently has invaded mainland China in its history quite a few times. That is ridiculous. Little island Japan think they can pick on Asia? Like, it's just crazy, but it happens. It's history. Okay, that's it for history. Next will be education.